did not try to glue it to the floor. I've seen some people glue wood planking down. There's certain ones that glue down, or if there's concrete. I've even seen different HG TV shows glue it down to a subfloor, the vinyl planking. And I'm not sure, you know, some are like that, some aren't. And this is just a paper barrier. I don't know why they used black paper. They should have, I would have used plastic and put the whole thing down, but they used this. And another job I saw, somebody did the same thing. But see, that just keeps the moisture out of the floor from coming up underneath this subfloor. There's a crawl space. This is tongue and groove 4x8 sheets, but you still could get some moisture up through there. And you don't want the moisture penetrating your wood planking, because then your wood planking, or if you have fake laminate flooring that's fake wood, you could get, see, this here is a tongue and a groove. So this is tongue and groove. Some planking is just overlapping. Maybe it has a tongue and it just overlaps, and the backside is cut back, but this is what they used to use. And see, they've got it nailed. Wow, they got it face. Oh, that one's face nailed. But see, most of the other ones, no, I think all of them are. I'm not sure. They should have nailed. See, that was the final piece. See how the staples are in here at the angle, because they have a special nailer, and it nails right into the groove. And it's a special tool that comes up at an angle, and you set it in there, and then you tap the top of it. Or if it's manual, you would do it that way, or they have the air impact type. See how they go in there at an angle? And it's hidden, and it just depresses right in there, and then you don't see any face nails or staples. Now that first piece was the very last piece that was on there, and they had to face nail a couple places. When you do that, then you have to take some putty stick and get it matched and put it down, and they did a really good job with it. Now see, I'm liking that. That's just the subfloor, no glue on it, no nothing. The paper barrier, that's going to come up nice and easy. If it comes up as easy as that you saw, here, see this? This is all loose right now, and obviously there's staples and stuff all the way through there. So as I pull this up, I'm gonna have to get down there with my little cutters, you know, and wherever I feel any nails or staples, I've got to pull those up, and I just get it on there and run it sideways like that, and jerk it out of there. And see, even the staples for the paper that's down, I'm going to pull those out. The staples, this was for the carpet pad. They stapled it with the hammer tacker. I've got to pull those out, because this floor's got to be smooth, right? Especially if we put the vinyl planking down. Some wood planking. If we were going with real wood planking, now mind you, this is real wood planking, but it's not very thick, is it? It's like 5/3/8, 5/16 thick. And you know, that was installed 15 years ago here, okay? And that's what they had. Well, you can get real wood planking that's 3/4 of an inch thick. And see, that would be good to do over a subfloor like this. But I'm hoping that we're going to be able to go right over this floor with the vinyl planking, the 3/8 vinyl planking, and I think it's gonna lay down nice. What I'm gonna have to do, obviously, when I pull everything, I'm gonna have to look at anything. See how some of this is raised up. We've got that all along here in certain areas, and after I take the staples out, I'm gonna have to feel my hand on it, make sure there's no high pieces. If there's some high pieces, I'm gonna have to kind of scrape those off. I may have to put a little fix all stuff in certain areas, because I wanna have this as smooth as I can get it in order for that flooring, that 3/8 flooring to fit on here, okay? And without having to put any hardy board, that 4x8 sheets of hardy board. See, that hardy board stuff, if you were to put travertine down or something like that, you'd put the hardy board down first, okay? Then you'd glue the travertine to the hardy board, because if your subfloor ever moves, it can still move around without cracking your travertine grout lines, let's say, because you've got the hardy board on there. So that's kind of letting your subfloor kind of move around. If you were to glue travertine floor tiles or anything like that down to an existing subfloor, you just never want to do that, because if your subfloor moves around, your tile grout lines are going to crack. You could also throw little hairline cracks through your travertine. If your travertine's 18 by 18 inches or 24 by 24, you could have a hairline crack going through the whole thing if your subfloor were to move, and if that was glued directly down to your subfloor. Do you see what I'm saying? But we don't have that issue because we're having planking, and even though it's going to be vinyl planking, I think it's still going to be stout enough to go over this without having to put any hardy 1/4-inch hardy board down or anything like that. I think all we'll have to do is put a vapor barrier, and that vapor barrier is just, all it's going to be is plastic visqueen probably, and then they'll put that down. Not something real thin, but not something really super thick either. Kind of in between. Well, maybe towards the thick side, and then they can staple that down. Can you see? That'll be the barrier. We're not going to use this black paper. Really? You're using this as a barrier? You'd have to overlap the seams. This stuff comes like 3 foot wide, and then you have to overlap it and hope that you're not close to a seam on the 4x8 sheets of the subfloor. Yeah. See, that's the old days. The old days are gone. These are the new days. Okay, and because it's the vinyl stuff, we're only going to put plastic as the backing, as the vapor barrier. I've seen some stuff, they come in rolls. You can buy 6 foot wide rolls, and you can put that under laminate flooring, certain type of flooring, and it has little air bubbles on it, almost like a cushion, to kind of cushion the floor a little bit. But we wouldn't want that under these vinyl planks, I doubt. Very seriously, are we going to do that? We'll ask the guy tomorrow. If you get wide enough planking, see, this one is wide, man. From there to there, that's where the joint is. See, there's a joint going up there. And I can tell by that on this particular piece, because this is a full piece all the way to there. See where that V is? That's where the overlapped area is, where it snaps together. So I'm thinking this particular style, I kind of like that mottled type look, don't you? It still has a little bit of texture on there, so if there's water, if you spill anything, or you come in and it's raining outside,